as they flee, punishing them.
Okay. Music video.
Surviving the dark hours together, Sam finally admits he wants to fix his relationship with his father and is ready to be on the front lines of their eventual reunion. A fatal nightmare brings Sam and Dean face to face with their past in Lawrence, Kansas. The trauma recreated in Sam's dream leads them to Jenny, a widowed mother suffering from attacks by a fiery entity in the exact spot where Mary perished. In a moment of extreme emotional vulnerability, Dean tearfully
Vados. Okay. Nossa.
The legend off the map to end the terror.
The solution? For the whole damn place to the ground? I'm not going to go in anymore. I mean, look, Mordecai can't haunt a house if there's no house
drains the life force of children under the guise of a peaceful pediatric doctor. The hunt scratches at old, terrifying childhood memories of abandoned innocence, back when Dean briefly snuck out to play, leaving a young Sam vulnerable to the absolute chaos of a devouring monster. It took a delayed, last-minute rescue by their father to save Sam back then. Now, bearing the weight of ultimate redemption, Dean uses the present hunt as a definitive chance to repair his past failure. Waiting in the crosshairs, they deliver eternal relief, executing the ancient monster without mercy and avenging the erased lives. Cursed artifacts slash lives apart as a locked gallery's paintings claim buyers in bloody, cold-blooded murders. The haunted antique sale ties an immune, inherited portrait to a fatal string of deaths. The deadly truth is hidden behind the innocent facade of Melanie's portrait, an adopted child who was secretly a serial killer, using her immortal, false painting to trap innocent bodies with infernal power. The secret lies in the antique dolls made from her actual hair. Burning the ashes in a hidden grave breaks the curse once and for all. The breather allows for a momentary return to a normal life, pure romance, and a forgiven kiss, as nightmares are finally traded in for a hopeful morning. Gun-toting vampire gangs and bloody ambushes lead the brothers to a ransacked cabin in Colorado, on the trail of the ultimate inheritance of the Colt. It is the definitive hunting revolver, capable of killing any impenetrable being, including the demon responsible for the flames that took Mary. The hunt triggers the supreme return of Commander Winchester. John overrides the hierarchy, turning his sons into a dangerously woven trap. Cornered and pinned to the ceiling by an unleashed, rebellious vampire nest, the boys disobey orders to save their father. Using dead man's blood, they melt the ancient threats from the inside out, securing a hard-fought victory. Fully united and armed with the ultimate weapon, the three Winchesters finally ride together in the same car down the long road. In Minnesota, a priest's peace is shattered by the arrival of Meg. The holy man rushes to a subterranean room heavily armed and warded, but the demon smashes the door down, demands to know John Winchester's location, and slits the priest's throat. Across the country, John shares his intel with Sam and Dean. The demon targets families with 6-month-old babies, and the next victims are in Iowa. The hunt turns into a race against the clock. Sam has a vision of the next victim, Monica. John is furious that his sons hid the psychic visions from him, but Dean fires back that their father never picked up the phone. The family drama halts when Meg calls. She executes the hunter Caleb on the line, demanding the Colt. John sets a meeting with a high-stakes plan. He will deliver a fake antique gun while the boys use the real Colt on the demon. The ruse collapses when Tom, Meg's demonic partner, shoots her to test the weapon. Simultaneously, the yellow-eyed demon invades Monica's home. Sam hesitates when coming face-to-face with the creature, and it vanishes. Dean saves the baby and drags the mother out of the flames. Blinded by vengeance, Sam tries to run back into the burning house, but Dean holds him back. Back at the motel, tensions explode. Dean confronts his brother's suicidal need for sacrifice. The knockout blow comes over the phone. Meg answers and promises that they will never see John again. Sam wants to use the Colt against her, but Dean refuses to abandon their family. They seek help at Bobby Singer's house. Meg kicks down the door demanding the gun, but walks right into a devil's trap. Bobby explains that Meg is a possessed human, and that the demon's injuries will kill her if it gets expelled. Even so, Dean orders Sam to read the exorcism. The real Meg says thank you before dying, and leaves a clue: sunrise. This leads the Winchesters to the Sunrise Apartments. Dressed as firefighters, they rescue their father. During the escape, Tom attacks Sam, but Dean puts a bullet in the demon's head. Seeking refuge in a remote cabin, Dean admits that his obsession with protecting the family scares him. John praises his son. Realizing that excessive affection is completely out of character for his father, Dean points the Colt at him. John's eyes flash yellow. The demon pins the brothers to the wall and causes Dean to bleed internally just by using his mind. In a sudden surge of willpower, the real John takes back control and begs Sam to shoot. Sam hesitates, shoots him in the leg, and the demon flees. On the road, John laments the choice. The conversation is cut short when a possessed trucker slams his speeding semi into the Impala, crushing the car. The possessed driver rips the door off the mangled Impala. Sam points his gun, but the demon smiles and abandons the body. A rescue chopper arrives. At the hospital, Dean walks down the halls and realizes no one can see him. He finds his own body intubated in the ICU. The doctor tells Sam that the brain trauma is irreversible. John wakes up, hands over a fake insurance card, and coldly asks for the Colt. Disgusted, Sam goes to Bobby's salvage yard to retrieve the gun, and a list of items he soon discovers are for summoning a demon. While they argue in the hospital room, Dean's spirit knocks over a glass of water in a fit of rage. In a spiritual collapse, he meets Tessa, a reaper in disguise who tries to convince him that death is inevitable. Using a Ouija board, Sam communicates with Dean, who spells out Hunt and Reaper. Sam panics, but John's bed is empty. Down in the boiler room, John summons the yellow-eyed demon and strikes a deal. Dean's life in exchange for the Colt, but the creature demands something else. Just as Tessa is about to take Dean's soul, black smoke possesses her. She touches Dean, who wakes up in his own body, fully healed. John apologizes to Dean, whispers something in his ear, and walks out. In the hallway, he hands the gun to someone and dies at 10:41 a.m. Grief doesn't keep danger at bay. At a carnival, a little girl waves to a clown, invisible to everyone else, into her home, and her parents are brutally torn to pieces. Sam and Dean burn their father's remains on a funeral pyre. When Sam asks if John said anything to him, Dean lies and says no. A week later, Dean takes his pain out on fixing the Impala. Sam finds a voicemail from Ellen on John's old phone, and they drive a minivan to the roadhouse. There, they meet Ellen, her daughter Joe, and Ash, an MIT genius. They cross-reference the clown case with a string of murders from 1981. Working undercover at the circus, Ellen confirms the monster is a Rakshasa.
It's very long. It includes powerful relaxation techniques. They'll help you drift into a peaceful sleep in a matter of minutes, and will also help you detach from disturbing thoughts. Please listen to the hypnosis only to fall asleep, and when you can fully relax. With time, you may notice how everything becomes more indifferent to you. How you become very sleepy and relaxed. And not to listen to every word I say. That is completely normal. You stay in control at all times. And you don't need to stay wide awake until the very end. Whenever you feel tired enough, you can detach from my words and drift off into sleep. You will achieve the best results after a few days of repetition, because the suggestions will then be anchored for a long period of time. And now, I wish you a good rest and a great night's sleep. Allow yourself to relax comfortably now. Unfold yourself for a gentle sleep, and simply listen to my words. As you slowly become aware of the ground touching your back, or the bed supporting your body,
Oh,
allow
okay, sleep time.
yourself to close your eyes at any time.
Okay, looky here, looky here.
Whenever you
Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's good.
to make
That's good.
yourself
Good night, guys.
more comfortable,
I love you.
do so.